position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of Meal and Tangent. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Buckeyes offense will take the field first. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The play action fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Haul that baby in and then stroll it into the end zone for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Rush is on him. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Rodgers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Oh, he's got a chance. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. With the catch, it's Harbor. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Rodgers. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Going to swing it on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Makes the grab on the left. Quick step and go. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. throws and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Sellers. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Makes the catch. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. Touchdown Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading Moving in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year. Who's going to win the Big Ten West? That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Complete on the shuffle. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Rogers. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Rogers. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Grant. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Grove. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. He leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, South Carolina! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Graham.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Running back searching for a hole. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayed. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Look out. He's got room. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this run. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll field the bunt and see what he can get. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's got it. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Gets the back moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Plucks it out of the air. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
A lot of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Graham. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
First down.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Temple is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to UConn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead. And they did not. The lead is huge. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer.
Pulls it in on the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Sellers. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. Hits the open man. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Now on the option. Now the toss. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback's got the first. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Here comes the heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Overton. He's got his man. And he's dragged down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43.
Third down coming.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Tyler. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He lobs one high down the left side. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
South Carolina, 27.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Snacks it quickly on the left. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
To throw, it's Sayin. A little release to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Howell.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Leaves it with the running back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howell. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 20. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Overton. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. He's going to let it go. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Running the option. It's Sayin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Looking downfield, it's Overton. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Pressure coming.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He gets it away from his own end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Second down.
Both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.